Welcome back. It's Mr. John from John Online Education. Today we have a paper from June 2016, question 6a. The diagram below shows the graph of the straight line x plus y is equal to 3. They want us to determine the equation of a line which is parallel to the line x plus y is equal to 3 and passes through the point of origin. Okay, for 2 marks. So here we have the line x plus 3y. X plus y is equal to 3, sorry. Mix it up. What makes up that line is points A and B. 0, A, 0, 3, and B, 3, 0, respectively. They want us to determine the equation of a line which is parallel to the line of x plus y, 3y, and passes through the point of origin. Okay, so key words here, parallel, and it passes through the point of the origin. These would be the key words. So with that, the general form of a equation is y is equal to mx plus c. But notice we were given this information as x plus y is equal to 3. So with this, we would have to simply transpose to make to make y the subject of the formula. And with that, we need to basically subtract x, right? Or I could take the x and just send it down. So that would be y is equal to negative x plus positive 3. Now with that, in this form, it lets us know that to make this blatantly obvious, let me write it side by side so you can see what I'm talking about, hopefully before 6, right? So which one do you think would be the y-intercept? Well, it would be the 3, right? It lines up perfectly. So we know the y-intercept is 3. Therefore, the gradient would be negative 1. So the gradient for this line, for the line x plus y is equal to 3 is negative 1. And this is where the keywords comes in. Remember the keyword, it says that the line was parallel to this. Parallel lines, parallel lines have the same gradient, right? It has the same gradient. So therefore, the gradient of this line they're referring to that is parallel and passes through the point of origin would be, right? It passes through the point of origin would be negative 1. So since as it passes through the point of origin, the points would be 0, 0. So x is 0 and y is also 0. And at this point, we're just going to simply substitute the values. So let's do that. Y is equal to mx plus c, where y is 0 and m is negative 1, x is 0, plus 3 for the y-intercept, right? not 3 for the y-intercept. Plus, my bad, plus c. Plus c. So negative 1 multiplying 0 would be 0, and 10 multiply 0 is 0. And 0 plus c, that would give us c. So therefore, c is equal to 0. Now we're substituting the c back into the formula. Back into this formula right here. So y is equal to mx plus c, and you know this time c is 0. C here would be 0. And x is sort of like x. And m, what we found for the gradient was negative 1, and y is y. So we have y is equal to negative 1 multiplied by x, or negative x is the same thing. So y is equal to negative x, and there's no need to include the plus 0 part. It would not affect anything. So we can simply leave our answer like this. Y is equal to negative x, and this would be the equation of the line. So let's write a statement. Therefore, the equation of the line parallel to the line x plus y is equal to 3 is y is equal to negative x. Right, and that would be for 2 marks. 2 marks. Alright, so let's see what is the next question. It says perpendicular to the line x plus y is equal to 3, another keyword, perpendicular. And it passes through the midpoint of A and B. Alright, so we simply just identified what were the points A and B. So this is A and this is B. And it passes through the midpoint of those. The points of A is 0, 3, and B was 3, 0. And now we have to use the midpoint. The formula for the midpoint is, that would be what? That is x. So midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 being divided by 2, y1 plus y2 being divided by 2, and you simply substitute the values. So A was 0, 3, and B was 3, 0. You label your points. x1, y1, x2, and we have y2. x1 is 0, 0 plus, anyway, say x2, you're putting 3, y1 is 3 plus y2, that is 0 over 2. So 0 plus 3 is 3, that gives us 3 over 2, and 0 again plus 3 plus 0 this time is 3 over 2. So this would be the midpoint of A and B. Right. What was next? So it's perpendicular to the line x plus 3, perpendicular to the line x plus 3. Well, we know that that line had a gradient of -1, right? That line had a gradient of -1. I'll put this in green. So the x plus y equal 3 line had a gradient of -1. And if it's perpendicular, right, perpendicular, then therefore, remember, let's call the gradient of x plus y equal 3, m1. So m1 with perpendicular lines, the two gradients, when they multiply, the product must be -1, right? So since as we know the gradient of m1, which is -1, and whatever the next gradient is multiplying onto, it will give you back -1. Therefore, we can surmise through the law of directed numbers that a negative and a positive would give us back a negative. So therefore, the gradient of m2 would need to be positive. That would be +1. So now that we found the gradient of this line, now we substituting these values back into the formula. This is x, this is y, in order to get c. Something to note, since as it's passing through the point of origin, then the y-intercept would automatically be 0, right? But we're doing this in the case that I have to prove it, yes? So substituting what we know, y is equal to mx plus c, where y is 3/2 and m is also 3/2. X is, found that the gradient, the gradient 1, x is 3/2 plus c, we don't know that. Well, we do, but yeah, to show that you're able to work it out, right? 1 times 3/2 would be 3/2 equal over 3/2 plus c. You would need to send this one here across or whatever you choose to go about it, I should say. That would be 3/2, -3/2 plus 3/2 equal to c, and that would be 0 is equal to c, or c is equal to 0. Then you'll be substituting c is equal to 0 back into the formula. So c is equal to 0 is being substituted into y is equal to mx plus c. This time you're putting in, let's see, the gradient, which we know was +1, and well, c, right? C. So the gradient and c. So y is equal to what's the gradient? The gradient is 1. X, you're leaving x as is. Plus c is 0. Leaving y is equal to, well, 1 is simply the coefficient of x, which is the same as saying x. So therefore, y is simply equal to x. So this would be the equation of a straight line. If it was perpendicular to the line x plus y is equal to 3, and it passes through the midpoint of A and B. So this is our answer here. If this video was helpful to you in any way, then like, comment, and subscribe. Until then, this was June 2016, question 6A from Mr. John. Do your best and let God do the rest. All right, I'm out. Catch you on the next video. Peace.